So the Apostle Paul is challenging us again. Every phrase that he writes is either teaching us, correcting us, reproving us, equipping us to be what Christ has designed his church to be. And now he's saying, don't forget what the old ministry, the old covenant was like. It was incredibly powerful. You remember when the children of Israel were rescued by God's mighty power from Egypt. He brought them out after the 10 catastrophic plagues demonstrated God's power and authority over every one of the Egyptian impostors, every one of the idols. Those 10 plagues, every one of them was directed against one of the gods or goddesses that the Egyptians worshipped, showing that the God of heaven is the only God. These others are impostors. Brought them through the Red Sea, destroyed the Egyptian army. Then they turned around and went right to Mount Sinai. And as they arrived at Mount Sinai, and then God came down, that mountain was like a billowing furnace, billowing black smoke, and the earth trembled. Moses went up and spent 40 days on the mountain. When he came back down, his skin, his face was radiating light so bright that you couldn't look upon him. It just hurt your eyes. It's like looking at the sun. And so he put a veil over his face. And the longer he was away from the direct presence of God, the more that glory faded and faded and faded. And it's also the same way with that whole covenant itself. That glory was, or that covenant was made in tremendous, formidable glory. The earth was quaking, God's voice spoke, and the people trembled. And they said to Moses, "Oh, please, don't let God speak to us directly like that again. We can't stand it. You go to him and you talk to him for us." And he did. Now, with glory. So he's saying that first covenant was glorious. But how will this covenant with the Holy Spirit of God directly indwelling each of us fail to be with more glory? Of course, this new covenant is more powerful. It's more forceful. Of course, this new covenant is more glorious. It's more brilliant. And the power of this new covenant is it has the ability to restore the sinner. It has the capability to redeem the sinner. The sacrifice that Jesus made is not an annual event or a weekly event. The sacrifice that Jesus made, he made once for all. Once for all time, once for all people, once for all sin. And so we don't repeat that sacrifice over and over. We rejoice in it, but we don't repeat it. We remember it, but we don't repeat it. And the whole purpose of the Lord's Supper that we share on the first day of the week with the unleavened bread and the fresh wine, we use grape juice. The whole purpose is to remember Jesus. Not just his death, burial, and resurrection, but to remember him from the promise all the way back in Genesis 3:15 through today, and everything that he has brought to us with brilliance and power. Rejoice today as we remember the first covenant that came with terrifying glory, but this new covenant that we have with the Spirit is even more glorious. And we'll visit this idea again tomorrow. God bless you. He loves you, and we love you too.